All right, let's talk about the most important money you have, that paycheck that hits your account every single month. Today, we're going to build a system, a powerful 360-degree flow that's designed to take all that financial chaos and turn it into total, absolute control. Let's dive in. This whole explainer got started because of this fantastic question from someone named Ayush. And it's so relatable, isn't it? We all kind of know what we do with a big win, but the month-in, month-out salary, that's the real puzzle. Ayush has his wealth engines all revved up, but he's missing the most critical piece, the fuel line, a system for his cash flow. And this is exactly the right way to think about it. This isn't just some small detail we're talking about. This monthly money flow is literally the final missing gear in your financial machine. Without it, even the most brilliant investment ideas they sputter out. This system is what connects what you earn to the wealth you actually get to build. So, to build this machine, first we have to understand the parts. Before we can design the perfect flow, we have to ask a really basic question. What is our income supposed to be doing anyway? And it turns out it's not just one thing. It actually has 4 very distinct and very important jobs. And here they are. Job number 1, run your life smoothly. Simple enough. Job 2, systematically build your long-term wealth. Job 3, it's got to feed your active, hands-on strategies. And number 4, create that all-important liquidity buffer. Now here's the kicker. Most of us just throw all our money in one big pot and let these 4 jobs fight it out. That's chaos. When you separate them, that's where you find the power. So if the problem is chaos, then the solution has to be a clear, structured system. And that brings us to the main event, the 360-degree money flow map. This is a framework that gives every single rupee you earn a clear job and a clear direction every single month. No more guesswork. And boom, here's the blueprint. This gives you a bird's eye view of a really balanced flow. You can see the biggest piece of the pie, around 40 to 50%, goes to your survival layer. Then, about 20 to 30% for long-term wealth, 10 to 20 for your active bucket, and another 10 to 15 for your buffer. This isn't just a random split, it's engineered for stability and growth. Let's break down what each of these really means. Okay, first up, the big one, the survival layer. This is your foundation. We're talking rent, bills, EMIs, insurance, all the non-negotiables. But think about what this layer really does. It provides nervous system stability. I love that phrase. When this part is handled, you're not just paying bills, you're buying calm. You're getting rid of that background financial stress that makes you do dumb things with the rest of your money. Next up, the long-term wealth engine, or as I like to call it, your boring compounding machine. And trust me, in the world of wealth building, boring is beautiful. This is the money that just works for you, quietly in the background, compounding for a decade or more. And the number 1 rule here, this money is sacred. You never touch it for short-term trading. This is your guaranteed path to wealth. Now for the fun part, the active wealth engine. This is your power zone. This is the cash you use for your specific strategies where you get to be smart and your systems can really pay off. But, and this is a big but, this bucket has to have a cap on it. You decide how much risk you're comfortable with, and you make sure the exciting stuff never, ever puts the boring, stable foundation at risk. And finally, we have the peace of mind buffer. And honestly, this is so underrated. It's not just an emergency fund for when your car breaks down, it's a strategic weapon. It gives you psychological freedom so you're never forced to sell your investments when the market is down. And here's the power move. It becomes your attack capital. It's the cash you have ready to deploy when everyone else is panicking and great assets suddenly go on sale. Okay, that's the theory. Now let's get our hands dirty and make it real. In this section, we are going to stop talking philosophy and start talking precision. We're going to apply this entire 360-degree framework directly to Ayush's real-life numbers. This is where the flow really comes to life. The starting point is always the same. What's the actual take-home pay? For Ayush, that number is 55,000 rupees a month. That's the total amount of water we have to direct through our system. And now for the first, most important calculation. We know Ayush's survival costs, his absolute non-negotiables like expenses and EMIs, add up to about 38,000 rupees. So we subtract that from his income, and what's left is this magic number, 17,000 rupees. This is his monthly wealth fuel. This is the exact amount he has to power up his financial goals. And here it is, the complete, personalized map for Ayush's money. You can see exactly how that 17,000 in wealth fuel gets split up. 8,000 goes straight to that boring, long-term machine. $5,000 is set aside to fuel his active strategies, and $4,000 goes to top up that crucial peace of mind buffer. See, every single groupie now has a job. This chart just makes it so clear, doesn't it? Look at that. The tallest bar by far is the long-term SIP. This visualizes a really core principle. For someone like Ayush, the plan has to be foundation heavy. You build a skyscraper on a deep, solid foundation, right? Not on sand. Stability always comes first. And this just sums it all up perfectly. Your real power move isn't about some risky genius trade. It's about being foundation heavy, keeping your active strategies disciplined within their limits, and, this is the most important part, putting the whole monthly flow on autopilot. Okay, now it's your turn. We've seen the theory, we've seen it in action. This last section is all about you, how to design your own money flow, and maybe even more importantly, how to upgrade it the smart way as your income grows over your career. Pay close attention here, because this is a critical moment for your wealth. It's the phase upgrade plan. What do you do when you get a raise? Well, the common mistake is on the right. You immediately start trading more, or your lifestyle inflates. The smart path, the one that actually builds wealth, is the opposite. First, you feed your foundation. Increase your automated investment, your SIP. Second, you beef up your buffer. Only then, once those are stronger, do you add a little more fuel to your active engine. If you only take one single thing away today, please let it be this. The most powerful habit you can build is automation. Just set it up so that on day 1 or day 2 after you get paid, your investment and your buffer transfer just happen. Automatically. It takes willpower completely out of the equation. It stops what's called emotional leakage, and it guarantees your money flows where you want it to go, not where your mood tells it to. So that brings us to the final question. This is where we go from listening to doing. Look at your own finances. Think about this framework. What is the one single transfer that you can automate this month to start building your own powerful money flow? That's your first step.